How you doing, and welcome to the next track by track from the Transcendence record. And this is track 4, which is called The Presence. And I'm holding this guitar here because this is the guitar that was used on the recording of this. Most of the melodies and the leads were done with this guitar. It's my LAC, the Purple Burst. And I used some other equipment, Ibanez equipment on it, which was a lot on this record, which most of the time on the leads and melodies there was the Ibanez hand-wired tube screamer that I used on it. I really love that pedal. And another piece of equipment that was used on this was the H9 Eventide, which was used on the pads. You hear some like pads in the background, which I used for this track. And of course I used, you could hear the Pog in there on the chorus, Electro-Harmonix Pog, which it's the Nano Pog, which I used on a couple of other tracks from this album. And of course the wah, the Morley wah. On this one, it's one of the newer wahs that they came out, which is called the Morley Lock wah that I used. I really like the tone of that. And you can hear on some of the clean rhythms, there's a chorus, an old Boss, my original Boss chorus, CE2 is used on some of the rhythm clean parts, which I really liked. And you know, the inspiration behind this track, it has to do with it's a period of my life at the point when this album was written, and I came up with the title. So how I usually come up with the title, and then a lot of times, as I'm in the process, I'll find out, I'll use the thesaurus and look up what these things mean and the meanings and see how it fits. So if you look up presence of mind, basically it has to do with, in making, good and accurate decisions in times that are difficult, and in the process of dealing with my parents being sick and my mom being sick, I had to have the present state of mind to deal with the things. And that's why, you hear the intro to the track has her voice on it, and it's also on the ending track, voices on it. And that was taken from a voicemail that she left me on my iPhone, and Steve Simonson and I were able to get it off, and we put it into the track. It kind of has a really cool effect, I think. And it's nice to hear it when it's being played. And the other thing I can remember about the recording process of this track was the drums. This was kind of like the first track, I think, that were recorded the drum parts to, and this album, the drums were done digitally. So the band had a lot of fun playing, getting used to playing. Kenji had to get used to playing those electronic drum kit, and the day was spent with Steve Simonson making sure that we had the right sounds, and he brought the String Theory mobile studio out, which is what he called it, which was a lot of fun. Well, I ended up naming it that, but he liked the idea that I added the mobile on it, which made us laugh. So please, definitely check this track out. You could stream it, you could buy the album on my website, robalducci.com. Support artists and buy direct from them, please. You could get the album, the CD, from my website, and now also added to the website now is you can buy a digital download of the album directly from me, and also up there are the backing tracks of the record, which is the only place you can get it. So definitely check it out, and stay tuned to robalducci.com and social media for the next track by track and some more news. Thanks a lot.